All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I know a lot of us are maybe in our pajamas ready for bed. I know I am exhausted, so I don't want to keep you too much of your time. But Jenna and Ann and I were talking, and I think we first wanted to start the call with some successes or wins from this past week and just kind of hear from anybody that wanted to share just maybe just a highlight or a positive that they had this past week and just were maybe super proud of something that they did and start there, and then we'll talk about preparing for this week and some things that maybe you're struggling with, and just maybe answer any of the questions that you have for this upcoming week. So does anybody want to start with a highlight or success from this past week? And there's only a couple of us on.
Hi there. I guess I can share. I have been drinking at least 3 of these bad boys a day, which is pretty amazing for me. Because typically, like a water bottle would take me like 2 to 3 days to finish. A 16-ounce water bottle.
That's wow, awesome. Girlfriend, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like significant. When I say significant, I'm not kidding. It would take me literally 3 days to finish just, like a Dasani bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I'm Caitlin. I'm with you. I think it's the straw.
I know. I don't know.
I knew you'd like that.
That is an area that I'm right there with you, Erin. I struggle with water, just getting the amount that I need in on a daily basis, but for whatever reason with starting this program and having my bottle, I don't know. I've been getting in like 90 to 120 ounces a day. So I'm right there with you. That's awesome. And a huge win for sure. So anybody else? Sarah, did you have anything you wanted to share? No? Okay. All right. So one of the things that I did want to talk about in our tracker was, I don't know if you guys have seen my week at a glance in the tracker. I actually filled this out myself yesterday, and it was actually, I hadn't, to be honest, I hadn't filled it out before. And I took some time because I was meal prepping yesterday. And I took the time to kind of really sit down and talk about my, what did I want to accomplish this week? What did I struggle with last week? And really just focus on the goals that I wanted to accomplish. And for me, one of the things that I struggle with on a regular basis is emotional eating and binge eating. So I have found often when I'm struggling with something in my life, whether it's I'm anxious or I'm stressed or I'm sad, usually they're negative emotions that tends to make me lean towards emotional eating, binge eating. I'm trying to find other outlets in doing this program to handle that. So that was one of the goals that I put out on my week at a glance. And then I really just sat down and wrote out all of the foods that I plan on eating for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. I wrote out all of my appointments and activities, and it just really gave me a good outlook and kind of how the week is going to be played out for me. Yes, there might be days where I shift some things. Maybe I don't have this snack here or there, but I really do encourage you to take the time today or tomorrow and to really look at kind of what your week looks like, what your if you have meetings or appointments, and how you can really stay on track with that. Has anybody filled out this week at a glance yet during this program? No? Okay. So like I said, I really encourage you to do that. It's definitely just an eye-opening, just to kind of give yourself a look at every day this week, what appointments you have, things that you might say, I have this luncheon, I hope that, this is what I have planned, but I know that these upcoming events might, affect some things, but this is definitely a great tool for you guys to use as well. Okay. For those of you that are just jumping on, we're just kind of talking about successes and wins for this past week, and also talking about the tool in our tracker, the My Week at a Glance. So yeah. Okay, so does anybody have any particular questions or things that they're struggling with this week, or maybe something they were struggling with last week that we can help address today?
And you guys that are on the phone, you're just going to have to tell us who's on the phone, because all we can see is your phone number. I know we have 2 people that called in, so.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, this is Sarah. I just switched over from the computer to the phone so I could actually talk to you, because I realized after I started I don't actually have a webcam or a microphone, so I wasn't actually able to do anything. So I'm just calling in for now, and I'll try to figure something better out for next time. So.
Nice. And you should be able to do it from your phone too, like from your phone, like
yes.
the Zoom app, and that'll let you do it as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super useful.
All right. Well, for now, I'm just going to hang out here on the phone.
Perfect. Sarah, did you have any questions or thoughts or things that maybe went well this past week, or anything that you're struggling with that we can talk about and maybe, relate to? Maybe some of us are having some of the same struggles or issues.
Well, I think kind of what went well is, like, initially I was really, really nervous about this, because when I saw how heavy the emphasis was on vegetables, and I knew I really struggled with that. Like, I can cut a lot of things like down in terms of quantity and stuff, but with like building up the vegetable side was a little bit like I guess overwhelming in terms of before going into it. And I guess what I'm celebrating is just actually jumping in and trying this out. I have basically just been discovering that I really like a lot more things, and I'm finding new ways to like get past some roadblocks in order to eat more of them. And I'm feeling really, really good. Like, I don't feel hungry or anything like that. So I think so far I'm just kind of celebrating my commitment to what I set out to do and just the results. I lost some weight, like, really, really fast initially. Like, for maybe the first 3 days, it was dropping like crazy fast. And then it started to balance off now. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say there's a problem. I think it might just be kind of a natural thing at this point, but I'm weighing in every day. So I'll watch and see, if it doesn't continue to go down more, then maybe I'll need to adjust. So right now I'm just kind of watching it. Sorry, I talked for a little while there.
No, I appreciate that. I think a lot of people can relate to that. I know for me, veggie, like the amount of veggies that, she's saying to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack is way more than I was eating, even like when I was doing, the 21-day fix and things like that. So it is eye-opening, and it's, it's a completely out of your comfort zone if you're not used to something like that. I know for me, when I was doing, for example, 80-day obsession, for dinner, I was also having a carb. It was usually like a fiber-filled carb, whatever, if it was toast or brown rice or something like that. And I'm finding some challenges because I love carbs. So it's trying to really kind of get my mind to really fill up on those veggies, because again, that's what they're there for, to fill us up and to make us full. So, dinner and done, and then we move on to, the next day. So it's definitely an adjustment, especially for, you're used to doing something different. But I, like tonight, for example, I made the turkey meatballs with the zucchini noodles, and it was completely satisfying, filling, and I'm fine. I have my water, and it's that. So it's just, I definitely think it's an adjustment for a lot of us who are maybe used to doing something different. So that's awesome. Now, does any of you have any recipes that you have maybe tried, or it doesn't have to be from the book, but maybe something that you've really enjoyed and want to share with us?
Caitlin, I also made the turkey meatballs and zoodles today, and I was hesitant about the zoodles. I was like, oh, right, that's really going to taste like pasta to me, because I don't like, what's the other one? Spaghetti squash? I do not like that. I think that is gross. This was amazing. So Sarah, I think this is one to try. It is really good. And I went lazy and I got the ones that are already pre-cut because I don't want to invest in a spiralizer until I knew if I liked them or not.
Right.
But amazing. The turkey meatballs were so good and the zoodles were. And I'm telling you, I am a pasta person, so
Yeah.
I can vouch for that one.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it was
Well,
definitely.
Erin Lee, it's funny that it's funny that you said that because I actually had a spiralizer in my Amazon cart, and then I did the same thing. I was like, wait a second, let me just try this first. So that's going to be on my next grocery trip. It's going to be on my next, round of meal planning to get some of those already, pre-done in the grocery store just to try it out first to see if I'm going to like it, because it looks really good, even though I would never ever have thought about doing that before this program probably, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try and see how it goes.
Yeah, just a warning, they're like $5 or $6 or $7 for zucchini, which was ridiculous, but it's worth it.
If you're getting it already pre-cut, it's a little bit more costly than buying a zucchini. Yeah. So yeah, fair warning for sure. All right. Anybody else have any yummy recipes? I also love, and you guys have seen me post the tuna, and some of you might not be tuna fans, and that's fine. But if you like tuna fish, the crunchy tuna slaw with apples I had that for lunch today. It was super, super delicious. So if you like that, definitely give that a try as one of your meal options.
I bought the ingredients to make that. That's what I'm going to make for tomorrow's lunch after we're off.
Yeah, and super, super quick. I'm all about convenience, and I definitely enjoy just it's 10 minutes of prep and you're good to go for that meal. Anybody else?
One thing I just wanted to share. I mean, I don't know. It might be sound a little bit weird, but I would like I like raw vegetables, but I can't. There's a lot of them that I just cannot just eat straight up. Like I need some sort of a dip to eat in any sort of larger quantity. And I didn't really have anything. Like I just had ranch dressing, and that's really not exactly what I was going for in terms of like the accessories and stuff. I felt like I would either have to eat just too little of it to really get enough vegetables, or I just get tired of it. So I tried a recipe for a vegetable dip that has a Greek yogurt as a base, and there's a little bit of like olive oil mayonnaise that's mixed in with it, not a lot, and then it's just like fresh dill, onion, and garlic powder, and it's really, really, really yummy, and it's a lot healthier, I think, than just eating ranch or like eating a veggie dip that you could buy at the store. And I'm finding that I can eat a lot more of those raw vegetables and still, not overdo it on the dip, but I feel, like that it's a healthier choice. And it really, I think, solved that problem for me a little bit.
That sounds amazing, Sarah. Can you post the link to the recipe?
Yes, I can do that. It's real simple and, fresh, and it's just really good. So I love it.
Because I'm with you. I can't just eat veggies unless it's a carrot, and we all know that's not actually what they consider a vegetable here.
Yeah, please definitely share that because that sounds amazing. And I find that I've been substituting Greek yogurt into like everything these days. I've found that I can't tell the difference into any of those things. So definitely, if you don't mind sharing that sounds absolutely delicious and a healthier alternative for sure.
Sure.
So let's real fast talk about goals for the week ahead and what goals you have for the week. I don't know if you've written them down or just some things that you hope to accomplish this week that maybe didn't happen last week. I'd love to hear from some of you guys.
Can I feel one?
Hey Jenna, how do I mute? I know I've done this before.
Go down to participants and at the bottom, and there should be a place where you can mute everybody, mute all. Like click participants. Yeah, if you're on right now, if you could mute yourself if you're not talking, the echo is like insane. So if you are not speaking, just mute yourself. Perfect. That is helping already.
All right, should be good. All right, does anybody want to share any goals that they have for this week that they hope to accomplish, or maybe just even a goal today that they set and that they have accomplished for the day?
Okay, I'll go. While we're waiting for someone.
I was going to jump in, so go ahead.
Okay, so mine, and I shared this in the group too, but for me, last week, of course, my dog wants in right now. Last week, I did not track all of my food. Like, I just didn't write it down. Like, I clearly know what I put in my mouth, but I didn't write it down physically. So that's my big goal this week, is to make sure I write every single thing down, because I really want to assess that and see, you know, why my body's doing what it's doing with what I'm putting in it. So that's mine.
Absolutely. I think that's mine too. Like, I found, like, even just that teaspoon of peanut butter that I put in my oatmeal or whatever, like, she makes a point to track everything that you're eating, to really see, you know, when you're jumping on the scale the next morning and you're tracking and things like that, you know, what made a difference in those results and that sort of thing. So I definitely think that's super important for us to all be doing. Anybody else?
I would say I'm still trying to figure out, my goal is to find more vegetables that I'll eat, because I know I'm going to get tired of having a salad for lunch every day. I'm going to get tired. I'm going to make one salad too many, and I'm not going to eat salads again. I'm going to find something else that I shouldn't be eating. So that's why I want to try the coleslaw and the tuna tomorrow.
Can you do,
so that's why veggie recipes are good for me.
Like a protein, and then I don't know if you have like favorite veggies that, you know, whether it's asparagus or green beans, like, instead of doing an actual salad, because I know that can sometimes get boring, but changing up your proteins and things, and then adding in, you know, like a fiber-filled carb as well into your lunch option. I know she has, I saw there was like a burger option on there that looked really good. I have not tried that yet, but
I did see that. Yeah, that does look good.
Yeah. So I'm just, because I know salads can get very, very boring, and you definitely want to spice it up and have that variety. So definitely something to think about for your meals for the upcoming weeks. Awesome. Anybody else want to share, or thoughts, concerns, successes for the week ahead?
I think for me, my goal this week, so I'm at a conference the rest of this week, and there's not a fridge there. There's not, like, I can't take my cooler and, like, try to, like, refreeze my ice every night. So I've, like, got fruit for myself that I can take with me. I'm taking my peanut butter. I'm taking my bars with me. I'll have my shakes every day. So, like, just at least having those things that I know I can stay on top of. And then, like, other meal-wise, like lunch and dinner, I'm just going to have to, like, try to figure it out and try to make, like, the best choices possible, which when I'm at things like that, I'm usually pretty good about sticking more to, like, salads. So I'll probably eat a salad every day for, like, 4 days, which is fine. So I think that's my biggest thing, is just making sure I have the right meals this week, and that I'm drinking enough water, because I tend to, when I'm at, like, if I know I have to drive somewhere, or, like, that I'm going to be sitting in, like, class all day, I tend to not drink as much water, because I don't want to have to get up every 15 minutes and pee. So there's that as well. So I'm going to try to work on that, and probably still get up every 15 minutes to pee. So, but that's my goal this week.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, it sounds like you have options that you're bringing with you that, you know, can keep you on track, but you know, when you go out, you know, you can find something most likely that can still be on plan too. That's the beauty of when you go out when you travel and things like that, there's still options that you can still stay on track without veering too far off course. So definitely. Awesome. Anybody else want to share? I know this is kind of, again, just a laid back chat, how things are going. How did last week go? Upcoming excitement for the week, anything that you guys want to talk about or share, we'd love to talk about it. No? We're a quiet group. Quiet group tonight. Jenna, was there anything else that you wanted to touch base on this evening?
I don't think so. I think, like, again, like Caitlin said, this is just like a great opportunity for us to just jump on, talk about what's working, celebrate success, and also, you know, process through struggles as a group, because let's be real, like, this isn't perfect and it would be boring if it was. So at least we have each other for that. So I think that's pretty much it. It sounds like everybody's moving in the right direction and kind of figuring it out. I feel like the first couple weeks of anything new, it's like, it's a game, right? Like, you're trying to figure out how to make this fit into your life and versus you trying to fit into this box. And I just think it's kind of a fun game of figuring out what works and still being able to live your life and figuring out how, you know, social events work and doing different things. And I think for me personally, I love the videos, well, like, especially the later videos when she starts talking about takeout and she starts talking about, like, you know, dinner and done and like different things like that. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of good stuff that just helps you in every life situation. So this has been kind of a fun game to see how it fits for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything, again, if there's questions or anything, you can certainly post in the group this week throughout. Again, if you have any recipes or anything that you want to share, different things that you're trying this week, I would love to see them. And I know a lot of people you know, are looking for different options to spice up things in their meal plan and their menu. And I'm excited to continue this week with you guys. I know we all have a lot of goals and we're tweaking some things from last week. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this week goes with everybody. So yeah, if anybody doesn't have any questions, we'll go ahead and jump off. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.